What's going on? Welcome back. JDEX here, JDEX Outdoors. Today, we're going to be doing a review of the 2019 Mako Pro Skiff 17. So let's hop in the boat. First do a little overview, we'll tell you some likes and dislikes. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start at the front of the boat. This is a little anchor locker, which we don't use because we put tools and towels in there. Moving on to the front here, this is our big, huge storage locker, and I'm telling you, this thing is big. So inside we have our towels, life jackets, you know, we've got nets, so when you're pulling up those 10-pounders, you want to use a net, folks. So here's the running lights, here's the navigation lights, and then the rear, it's just a white light. I think you're supposed to have that when you're stationary or something like that. But so those little lights, they fit in these little pop-ups. There you go. Here's the GoPro. Oh. Onto the helm, there is a fully insulated live well, which we don't use really much. We kind of use that as a cooler for drinks and snacks and stuff, because there's a big 24-quart live well back there by the motor. So onto the helm. 4 flush mounted rod holders on the left side, 1 on the right side. You have, this is one of the dislikes, folks, there's only 1 tachometer, so no speedometer, no hour meter, which we added to the engine that we'll show you later. Steering, we didn't get hydraulic steering, so it's a little rough, but you get used to it. It's not too bad. Down here is all your power switches, so your power, your bilge, your lights. This is the main power switch. Underneath here is the battery. Onto the right side is all your aerators, so your forward, your aft, and your horn. The aerators have 2 settings, auto and manual. If you put it in auto, it will just continuously refill and put new fresh water in there. Manual, obviously, you turn it on, it fills up as much as you want, and you turn it off. We typically do manual and then forget, and then start to flood the boat and go back over to the bilge pump, so don't do that. So your accelerator here and your kill switch. So your captain's seat doubles as a cooler, which we don't use it as a cooler. It's actually pretty good dry storage. So we keep our flares in there, fire extinguisher. Actually, the fire extinguisher mounts on the back. It just fell off, so we got to redo that. And then any clothes, jackets, rain jackets, stuff like that. So one of the things we added to the boat is this rod holder back here, and we just put it on that get up bar for trolling. I've seen people put them on this bar here, but that's a good 2.5 feet further out, so less chance, although it'll be higher here, still less chance of getting caught up in your motor, but good for trolling. And then we added these guide poles on the trailer, so if you can see down there, it's just 4 screws. It's really convenient. So if it's windy out, first of all, it helps you see the trailer when it's fully submerged. Secondly, on a windy day, you can kind of bump into them, because my brother sucks at putting the boat on the trailer, and straighten yourself out. So let's take a look at the engine. One of the questions I get asked a lot out on the water is, how fast is this boat with the 75 upgrade? So when we run at 3,500 RPMs, 2 people fully loaded with gear, fishing and drinks and stuff, we get about 25 miles an hour. At 4,000, we get 31, 32, and then wide open with 2 people, we'll get about 37. Now solo with no gear, you can get to 40 pretty easy. 39, 40, 41. You know, we're using the speedometer app because, like I said before, it doesn't have a speedometer. So, and coming with the 6-gallon tank, how far can you go? We think we can go about 45 to 50 miles. We usually do a full day of fishing, you know, out Mosquito Lagoon or on the St. Johns River, and we typically have a gallon and a half left of that 6-gallon tank. So if we're doing anything more than that, we'll bring an extra 5-gallon tank along, and just in case we run out of gas. But I guess I really don't know how far you can go. We think it's like 50 miles. That's what the manufacturer says anyways, but who really knows? Taking a look at the trailer, it's just a standard trailer. It's not like the upgraded one or anything. We've got a little bit of rust going on the wheels there. But other than that, it comes on and off, and I don't know, we've got it down to about a minute or two, so we can get off the ramp pretty quickly. It's actually a decent trailer. It doesn't come with a spare though, so we had to buy a spare, which was about $120, because you can only buy the rim and tire together. You can't just buy a tire. So let's talk about some issues we've had. First issue is this tail light went out rather quickly, so we just had the service done, and they fixed it under warranty, which is great. The second bigger problem that you should, if you're thinking about getting this boat, you should walk around the boat and look for, is some gel coating issues. So hopefully you can see that, and then it kind of goes up and around, and that's called porosity, if you want to Google that. All those little tiny bubbles coming to the surface. So they weren't sure if it's just that or completely down the side of the boat. So Mako said they'll take care of it. I hope they will. The bad part is you'll be out 45 days of the boat, which kind of sucks. It'll be kayak time, I guess. Well, that concludes the little mini review of the Mako Pro Skiff 17 2019 version. I'll leave you with some video of the boat in use. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll get to them. Thanks for watching.